Welcome to Hong Kong. This is our first time here and we have so much to do, see, and eat. This city completely took us by surprise as we saw all the gorgeous gardens, tranquil temples, the extremely tall buildings, and even some wildlife. We hope you'll join us on this adventure and see what Hong Kong is all about. We're in Hong Kong!
This is so cool. We're going to 7-Eleven right now because we need to pick up a few things. And we just turned the corner and we're right here at a market.
That was so fun. We just ran into that little market, just walking on our way to get some coffee from 7-Eleven. But I did read about like how usually if there's like a market, there's also a cooked food center. And so we are definitely gonna have to eat at one of those either today or in another Hong Kong video. But oh, I'm just so excited to be here. It's so fun. There's so many people rushing around. I'm so happy. This is so fun.
We had to go to 7-Eleven to pick up a iced cappuccino for Jenny and just a little snack, something for like the first part of our day. And also had to go to the ATM to get a few Hong Kong dollars, 200 of them, which is like 30 bucks US. The bills are gigantic here.
As we were walking to 7-Eleven and then the bus stop, we saw so many good food options, and I honestly think that's one of the things I'm most excited to be in Hong Kong is to eat all the delicious food. And now we're just waiting for the bus to go to like this really pretty garden.
You're supposed to be able to pay with like tap to pay with Visa or MasterCard, so hopefully that works out. If we have to pay cash, we have it now, but it's a little bit more stressful than just tapping your card. We got on the bus and it was honestly so easy. We just used our Apple Pay right at the door and we just walked right on. That's so nice. Yeah, and it's gonna be way cheaper taking buses than anything else. Yeah, because Hong Kong is huge, so walking takes so long, so it's so nice to be able to use a bus. One of the very first things that I noticed about Hong Kong when we arrived last night was I love that there's just mountains and greenery everywhere, but there's also the city, so you get like the best of both worlds. You have the city and the like mountains and the trees. It's just so cool. I love when big cities are in areas like this. This is so pretty. Yeah, it is. I mean, we just got here. We're just gonna walk around. There's also some like botanical gardens we might go to. We just saw a sign for it, so just walk through the park and see what's here. This is actually kind of crazy. We're like walking and I kind of feel like I'm in a jungle. You can like hear a bunch of birds chirping, and it's weird because you can also hear like cars. Let's go deeper into the trees and... This is so cool, wow. I'm very happy we found Hong Kong Park. This place looks so cool, and this wasn't even like the main reason why we were coming over here. We just decided to take the bus this way to go to Victoria Peak, and we stopped here and wow, this is great. A lot of things are uphill though, so I guess we're gonna get a good workout today. Okay, I really do feel like I'm in the jungle. There's so many birds. I'm gonna like... Do you hear them? This is so cool. I think that's like a whole bird exhibit because there's like the netting. Whoa, you're like walking through the trees? This is so cool, Jacob. I'm like not gonna want to go anywhere else today. Let's go see. Hopefully it's free. That'd be sweet. I'm suspicious of Jenny right now. She says that she hates birds. They're like her least favorite animal, but she wants to go through the walk-through aviary. So I don't know what she's up to. I don't know why she's so excited. I do historically not like birds, but these ones look cool. This is so cool. I feel like so many countries we go to around the world, we can't drink the water, but just some right in the park. Tastes good. Wow, there are so many different birds here. Wow, this is a really cool area, and there's so many people just hanging out, just walking around. Some of them have really good cameras and getting good shots of these birds. But what I'm most excited for, and maybe we won't even see them, are flamingos. I mean, there was a sign for flamingos, so I really want to see one. I honestly cannot believe this is free. This is so cool. It's like a little walkway like through the jungle. Like,
feel like this is what I felt like when we were in like Costa Rica doing like our night walks through the jungle with our guide, but here you get to see a lot more. Oh my. I'm like super not bird person, but this is insanely cool. Also, a bird just flew over my head and I like looked up and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many birds above me. And then I was like, do people get pooped on a lot in here?
Probably. I saw a few birds pooping.
No. Wow, this is so cool. I can't believe we just stumbled on this.
Like, it was a complete accident why we were here.
So cool.
We're getting near the exit and we haven't seen a flamingo yet. The only thing we've saw are like a few statues of them, but anyway, this aviary has been way better than I expected, so even if we don't see one, it's okay. So the plan was to go all the way to the top of Victoria Peak, and we definitely still might do that, but there's a really long line. So I just asked some guy like what the price is, and he said $168 per person to go to the top. That's $21. And then if we don't want to go all the way to the top, it's $108, so that's $14 per person.
Ooh, that's too much, yeah.
Too much? We can also walk up there if we really want to.
Oh my gosh, I miss that so much.
We haven't had that in like 9 months since we were in Japan and Korea.
Jacob just realized that there's actually a bus that we can take all the way up there, so we're gonna do that, and that's like $1 or $2 compared to like the $40 for the tram, and then maybe we'll walk down if we're feeling it, but I am really excited to see the view at the top. I don't think I've ever experienced a city that does like the jungle and the city together so well. Like, I seriously, like 1 minute will feel like I'm in the jungle, and then the next I feel like I'm in just like a big city. But it's so cool. It's like truly the best of both worlds. Like, you got the convenience of all the good food and like the 7-Elevens and all the convenience of a city, but then you still feel like you're in nature. This is my kind of city for sure.
We found the bus stop to take us up to Victoria Peak. We're looking at the clouds and we're like, oh, there might be too many clouds to see like really cool stuff, but it's okay because we're gonna see so much of Hong Kong today. We're just on Hong Kong Island right now, but we are gonna go over to the Kowloon side and do a lot of stuff over there, including a night, what is it? It's a night
like
boat?
A boat, yeah, for the light show.
Yeah, it's
in
gonna
Victoria
be
Harbor.
Such a cool day and night.
Is this us? Bye, bus.
You needed exact change in cash or the octopus card, which is like their transit card, I think, for subways and buses. I don't know what we're gonna do now.
I don't know either.
Should we try to get some exact change somewhere? Or?
Okay, but really though, it's so cloudy. I'm just gonna tell myself that we wouldn't have seen anything up there anyways.
Okay, the reason why that bus did not take like a normal Apple Pay, like Visa, is because it was a mini bus and not like one of the big ones.
The big ones have like 2 deckers. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
But now we just figured out, oh, we're gonna go to this like Ferris wheel that's like on the bay, so it'll be super cool.
Yeah, I'm sure Victoria Peak would have been amazing, but it actually was gonna take us a really long time to actually, oh, almost fell down a grate. It was gonna take us like a really long time to like get up there and all the way down, so I think this might actually be a better plan.
And we're gonna ride it all the way to the top, so we'll still get like a cool view of like the Bay Area.
Back at the tram stop, getting a different bus now.
So we ran to the other side of the street because we saw 15C, which was the bus that we needed, and he like pointed to come over here, and now he's just making a loop, but it's so big and the area is so small, it's kind of funny to watch.
Oh, is that it? It's coming down.
Oh, he's coming.
And there's all these people waiting to get on the hop-on, hop-off bus.
It's actually kind of crazy. Where our hotel is, I feel like there's like no tourists, and now we're like definitely in the tourist area.
Oh, the door's open. Let's go. Let's run for it.
Yeah. We did it.
This area that we're driving through looks pretty fancy. There's a Louis Vuitton. There were other things too, but I forgot what they were. That's a nice little place.
We made it. Jacob, look at how rough the seas are. the seas, the bay, I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, it's really windy over here. I don't feel like we were able to know how windy it was while we were in the city, but now that we're right on the water, we have a boat tour tonight.
We literally bring the wind with us wherever we go.
I know. There's one thing that we noticed about Hong Kong that like we're not really sure what it is. So when we're on the bus, like going different places, like we're seeing a lot of people with like tents or they're sitting on cardboard. Looks like there's so many people just like sharing a meal. We don't know. I think it's just people like hanging out, trying to have a good time with their friends. Let us know what these people are doing.
This is honestly such like a fun area. There's people just like making music over there. There's the Ferris wheel. There's like the beautiful bay. And also we definitely would not have been able to see anything if we went to the top of this mountain. It's like completely covered in clouds now. So we honestly didn't miss out at all. This is gonna be much better.
There's a long line of people that you had to get through to get your tickets, but I went on trip.com. It's an app I have on my phone, not sponsored or anything. It wasn't discounted, but we got to skip the line, so it's nice.
And now they have like pictures like when you first walk in, like at a zoo or something.
It was about a 15-20 minute wait after we got our ticket scanned, and now we're about to get on.
This is so weird. It's really windy outside, so the like box is like swaying.
You nervous?
No, but the views are cool.
Wow, we are really high up. We're like getting near the top now. Wow. We haven't been on a Ferris wheel in so long, and this one's big.
We are so high right now. It's actually a little bit. I'm like not scared of heights at all, but this is very high.
Imagine how high it would be if we were at the mountain, the peak.
That's different.
We made it to the top.
This is so spooky.
No, it's not. It's fine.
We're going out again 2 times. That's crazy. That's a good bargain.
We had to load everybody on, and now we actually get to spin.
Oh, that's so cool. Wow. We ended up being on the Ferris wheel for like 3 full spins. It was crazy. And now we have our rain jackets on because it is raining and we're just waiting for our egg waffle. We got the cheese one with like the bubbles. It looks so good. I know this is like a touristy area, but I feel like it's still gonna be good. Thank you. I'm so excited right now.
I wanted the double chocolate, but you got the extra cheese.
It is interesting because it smells sweet, but there's eggs and cheese in there. Should I just bite into it?
Yep.
It is really interesting because you just get the ever so slightly cheese flavor, but then the waffle's like sweet, so it's very interesting. But the texture is so good, it's so crispy and then gooey on the inside. I haven't tasted egg yet, but this is really fun. I think Jacob's really gonna like this. He loves waffles.
It's called an eggette, so I don't know if there's actually any egg in there, because it just kind of looks like there's in an egg carton.
Is that it?
I really like it. Yeah, it says extra cheese, so I was expecting to be all like gooey and stuff, but no, it's just like just a little bit of cheese in there. It tastes good. It has the same batter as a waffle. There's so many of these gigantic hop-on, hop-off buses. Sounds expensive.
We were thinking about taking a ferry over to the other side now, but we're actually just gonna hop on the subway because it'll probably be a little bit warmer and maybe a little bit easier, but we are gonna get out on the water tonight for the light show, so we're gonna be out on the water eventually. We just walked into this like mall because the MRT station is below it, I think, and this place is like super fancy. They've got like Lululemon, they've got an Apple store. I actually saw the Apple store when we were up like at the top of the Ferris wheel. It's pretty nice in here actually, and it's warm, which I'm very happy about because I get cold very easily.
I'm pretty sure we're going for the red line. Hey, Disneyland Resort line.
We are going to Disneyland while we're here and I can't wait.
That was so easy.
The public transportation in Hong Kong is literally flawless. It is so easy to get around here. This is amazing.
I feel like this is one of the biggest MRT stations in Hong Kong, or at least it feels that way, because we paid like 10 minutes ago. We like scanned our card and we're just walking, still walking, trying to find the right line to go to. Oh, we made it. We did it.
Got a nice little walk-in. MRT was super easy, super convenient, and now we are going to this temple over here, and we did have to put our rain jackets back on because it is raining ever so slightly, but we still have a lot to do today, so we don't want to be wet.
This is on the Kowloon side of Hong Kong. We were on Hong Kong Island this whole time until this point. We're at Sik Sik Yuan Wong Tai Sin Temple. There we
You
go.
did that good, I think.
Yeah, and we just saw this on Google Maps. We were like looking at something that's like close to here that we're doing after this. And we're like, oh, there's a temple right next to it. So let's just come check this out.
And it looks pretty cool. It's so interesting to see it with all the big buildings in the background. The colors in this temple are so beautiful, and I love these little, like, I don't know, are they lanterns? I'm not quite sure what they are, but they're so beautiful. I think we're actually just gonna start filming on our phones now because it's raining decently hard and I don't want our camera to get wet. It's so interesting. There's these statues back here, and I noticed that people like rub them, and it's really interesting because there's places on the statue where you can see that people rubbed a lot. It's like a different color.
So we knew basically nothing about this place before coming here, and we just read something that said that this was to Master Wong Tai Sin, which, Jenny, you looked it up and it was like for nature.
Yeah,
something like
respect
that.
nature, I think.
Respecting nature, and so they have like different scriptures like hanging up in the main temple. Those words hanging up are from Taoism, Buddhism, and also Confucianism. So it's just a mix of a whole lot of different things.
This temple is definitely a lot bigger than I thought. Just looking at it, like there's just like lots of little different places you can go. Also, that main area, there was so much smoke. I was like, I have to leave. It was a little bit much for me. It was really interesting to see all of the different people worshiping and just like what they were doing. We've gone to a few different temples, and a lot of them, like, people aren't actively worshiping. A lot of them are like touristy kind of, but this one seems like pretty like just normal people going about their day, going to worship, and not a lot of tourists here, which is cool. This is so interesting. I have absolutely no idea what it is, but it looks really pretty. It's just like a whole golden wall.
Looks like it's telling a story.
Yeah. Wow, that's really interesting.
After leaving the temple, we headed to the MRT station, went one stop, and now here we are at Diamond Hill. There's a few like nature-y type things we wanted to do here, so pretty excited that it's no longer raining. Well, it is, but just not that hard.
So we weren't planning on coming here, but this says there's a little pond garden, so we figured, why not go check it out? This walkway up this hill is so beautiful. There's just like all these plants and these lanterns. I'm not sure if there's a pond up there. I mean, it's called Pond Garden, so maybe, but we'll go check it out.
Oh no.
Well, we didn't make it to the pond, but this walkway is still really pretty, so I'm still glad we did it. So on to the nunnery now.
Wait, maybe this is the way to the pond garden. Is it?
This is so pretty.
Yeah?
Pond. Wow, this is so cool.
Wait, the pond is that way, so this is probably called something different. Nice sneeze.
Okay, so turns out this actually might be the nunnery. We just took a weird entrance to it. But it's really, really cool. The flowers in these ponds are gorgeous. I love the lotus flowers. Are they called lotus flowers? I think they are. Whatever ones that are like on top of the lily pads that like poke out, they're so pretty. Wow. I am so completely shocked by Hong Kong. I did not expect to love it this much. I just love that there's so much nature, but also like buildings, like literally. We're in a little garden right now, and then there's like high rises. Like, This is so cool.
Okay, so up these stairs is where the nunnery is, and it closes in like 30 minutes, but maybe we'll go up there and check it out just for a little bit. And then we've just been standing at these lotus ponds that are on the outside of the nunnery. I'm not sure how much we can do up there, but let's give it a shot. The sign said that we weren't supposed to take any photos, but then there were like, pretty much everybody was, and the security guards weren't stopping them, so we got a few videos of it, and yeah, it was really pretty in there. Every sign that was in there said that this was for Buddhism, so there was a ton of that, and there were some people like praying. And now we are going to a garden, right, Jenny? Some sort of like garden? Or maybe get some food because we're pretty hungry.
This was really, really cool. It's so beautiful. Honestly, my favorite part was the flowers in the pond. They were gorgeous. This place does close at like 4:30 though, so if you do want to come, definitely come before then. And yeah, Jacob already said this, but I think we need to go find some food.
Okay, well, we were gonna get food, but then we saw the garden right here, so we'll walk through it and then get some food. And this place looks really cool.
It looks so beautiful. I love all of the bonsai trees. Have we seen bonsai trees in like real life before?
I don't know, maybe like once or twice.
This is so cool. This place really is so cool. It kind of seems like one big loop where you're like walking around the like, I don't know, maybe like it's a little temple. What's that called?
Pagoda?
The pagoda, yeah. So you're walking around the pagoda. There's pretty bridges to like walk to it, but they're like closed off. But honestly, I just like the banyan trees and like the rocks and the flowers. It's so beautiful. But I am really hungry, so I'm like, all right, let's get on with it already.
It's also so cool that like all this stuff is free. Like everything that we've done today except for a few things.
Okay, that's so true. Hong Kong, like pretty much everything is free. That bird thing, I still can't believe that was free.
Hopefully we can find dinner for free too. Well, we're now in a mall. We just came up all those escalators. We're looking for some food options.
Oh, there's quite a bit. What are we feeling?
We're feeling some noodles.
Pork fried dumplings in chili oil. I'm so excited. We found a restaurant here in the mall. We like clicked on Chinese cuisine, and then this is one of the places that came up, and I got a winter melon tea with 50% sweetness. So let's give it a try. This straw is so thick. Ooh. Oh wow. That's very refreshing, and it almost has like a smoky taste to it. I don't know if that makes sense. That's really good. And I guess I'll try the beef noodle soup while we're here.
We ordered it like 1 minute ago and it's already on our table.
This looks so good. Let's see if I can do this without messing up. Oh, easy money. Oh, it's so hot. That is literally the most tender piece of beef I've ever eaten. That is delicious. It literally melts in your mouth. Look, I barely have to bite it. Let's try a noodle now. This one's a little harder. They're easier when you have like the wooden chopsticks, you know?
Yeah, sure, that's what it is. You're supposed to use this spoon to help you.
With the noodles?
Get the noodles on the spoon and then you get them from there.
I feel silly. I feel like a fool.
Yeah, it's so good. I thought Jenny was overhyping it, but no, that's delicious.
And it just like melts in your mouth.
That was so soft.
I am literally so excited. We got a little dim sum, it said on the menu. We got dumplings in chili oil, pork dumplings. I'm so excited. I love dumplings so much, and these look so good. Oh, it's like a little bit sweet. It's really sweet. That pork is so juicy and delicious. Thank you.
Right.
These ones look very different. Oh my gosh, this is literally the best day ever. I'm so happy right now. Also, I'm gonna put a little of this like chili sauce on it. Okay, I got some of this like chili stuff on it this time. Also, yes, I just I did this with my chopsticks. I know it's not right. I was struggling. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, it tastes so good with the chili on it. This is so amazing. I am just so excited for all the food we're gonna eat here. We are gonna do a food tour in one of our upcoming videos, so we have that to look forward to as well. I got this one. They gave us a little soy sauce, it looks like. Whoa. Oh, I think this one might be my favorite. Wow, that is so delicious. It's like, it's also a pork dumpling, but it's pan fried. So it's crispy on the outside and super, super soft and gooey on the inside. Dumplings are honestly like one of my favorite foods, so being here is just the best.
I feel like we were definitely missing this Asian food in our life. Wow, we've been gone for too long. I think this one is my favorite. This the pork dumpling with the sauce. And then the soup is like so good too.
Okay, I'm getting better with the chopsticks and I'm gonna try the noodles now.
Slurping that. It tastes really good, right? Like it's a good flavor.
I love how like thick they are, and I did have a sip of the broth. And if you get some noodles in your mouth and then a little bit of the broth is so good.
Okay, so we got into our hotel at like 1 a.m. from our really long travel day, and we went to go like plug in all of our phones and our laptops to charge them. And we like tried to plug in our travel adapter that we have. It turns out we had the wrong one because we've just been using it for all countries all around the world. But Hong Kong has a unique one, so we have to get this so that we can plug in our stuff and start charging them. We're running really low on battery on both of our phones and everything else, so it's nice to pick this up.
It was convenient though, it was right in the same mall as we ate.
Yeah, so now we gotta hop on the MRT and go to the Avenue of the Stars. We've been surviving off of just this one little tiny water bottle all day. We're walking out of the MRT station and notice this right here. Go green, bring your own container, so we can just fill up our water.
That is so convenient. I cannot believe that. Hong Kong for the win!
It's good water.
This is like the fanciest MRT station I've ever been in.
It like wasn't fancy until we got to the point where it's like, okay, you're about to exit. Turns out that was not the MRT station. We just like decided to go to the fanciest mall ever and turned around and now we're at the right place.
Still fancy though, and it's raining. We need to put on our stuff.
Is it still raining?
Ooh, that is cold and wet. So it turns out we actually do go through the mall.
Yeah.
This area is super cool though. It's like really fancy.
I was like, how do we get to the water? And there's a giant hotel in the way. You just go through the mall, I guess.
Whoa, this is so cool. We just left the mall. It is super windy and very chilly, but this view is insane. I'm kind of like at a loss for words right now at how cool this is.
This is definitely a fantastic view, but I am very cold. Being out on the boat in like an hour from now, I don't know about that. I mean, it's gonna be great, I hope, but just cold.
This city skyline is so amazing. I'm like, this is beautiful. I can't believe it. And we can see the little, I always forget that word.
Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel. We can see the Ferris wheel that we were on earlier today. I feel like we've made like a full loop around, but there's still so much to see. Hong Kong is huge. I feel like we've like barely scratched the surface, but also have already seen so many amazing things.
This guy's hands are huge.
They really are, oh my gosh.
They're way bigger than mine too.
It's so weird looking at the Ferris wheel from here because it felt like we were so high when we were on it today, and now we're looking at it and it looks so small compared to all the buildings around it. It's also really fun to watch the tops of the skyscrapers like disappear behind the clouds and then they'll like reappear, and it's like moody and kind of spooky and it's like all lit up, and there's just so much to say about this place. I love it. I love how like the lights of the like buildings, like all the different color lights reflect on the water, so the water kind of looks like a water rainbow.
Oh man, we missed Bruce Lee. We like got started in like this area and we're walking this way to get to our boat, so sorry Bruce Lee. We walked up to this viewing deck. It's all right. I mean, you get a higher view of like all these buildings, but we really do have to hurry over to the boat because it leaves in like 15 minutes.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Shoot. Don't worry, guys. We made it to our boat and we're getting on now. Our boat is coming in. Looks pretty cool. The reason that we booked this boat tour is because there is a light show here and we are going to be on the boat for the light show. So it's going to be super cool and I'm super excited about it. It's kind of nice. Everyone went kind of downstairs and we came up here and we're like kind of by ourselves.
The drinks are included with the price of the
So
boat.
nice.
I like your sticker.
Thanks.
It brings out your eyes.
I don't know if this is like a local Hong Kong beer, but oh, yes it is. Okay, guess I'll try it. Ooh. Ooh, I really like that.
What is it? Blue ice?
Blue ice.
Blue ice.
That's good, I like it. It's very light.
Your Coke has a interesting tab.
It's so weird, actually.
It doesn't have a hole in it and it's gold?
I got the gold tab.
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm so tired at this point and jet lagged. It's the end of the day.
It was bold of us to do this much on a jet lag day.
I know. And
But-
like the boat's rocking now too, so I'm like getting lulled to sleep.
We went outside because the views are just better out here than staring through some glass. This is really nice. It's not too cold actually, it's just a little bit windy.
And they gave us a blanket.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
But
Well.
look at my hair right now. I was filming like this the whole time. It's really, really cold, but really, really fun.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA. Ooh, it started!
This is so cool.
That was a really, really cool light show. I mean, like, the clouds, I mean, I guess they kind of ruined it a little bit because we couldn't see, like, all the lights shining up into the sky, but found a cool buildings that I liked watching and I just kept staring at them the whole time. And we are not where we first started. They came over to the Hong Kong side. I don't know why, but we just asked if we could get off because it's way closer to our hotel and we don't have to pay for a ferry ride back. So I guess it works out.
Hong Kong honestly completely surprised me. I did not think I was gonna love it this much. It's so clean and beautiful and I love the like greenery and the city and the food. We have so many more Hong Kong videos coming, so make sure you subscribe and we will see you in the next one.